Oh, what a goal.
What an exhibition!
Yes, righty. Another good day for your boys, eh? 3-0 winners at Craven Cottage. What a performance.
I'm very happy with that, Jules, can't lie. You know,
I've never noticed.
No, well, the thing is that going into the game, of course, you're worried about what Fulham could do because they're in half-decent form, but they looked a bit tired today, I've got to say. But I thought the way we went about it was very professional, very efficient, and we were quite ruthless. We've taken our chances, so I'm pleased. Just another one out of the way, Jules. That's the main thing. It's another game out of the way.
Well, Odegaard got the third goal for Arsenal, which sealed the points. That was in the first half. And Leandro Trossard got 3 assists, all of them coming in that first half as well. Let's hear from both the Arsenal players now.
Guys, very well done. Martin, was that as straightforward as it looked in the end?
Yeah, I think we did really well from the start. We came out full gas, you know, and took control of the game and scored some good goals in the first half. So, yeah, I think we started the game strong, and after that we controlled most of the game, even though the second half was a bit different. But, yeah, very, very good.
Leo, tell us, in all honesty, is it better to win that way or to win like you did last week?
I think both. Obviously, when you win, you're always happy. But I think
A win is a win.
Yeah, but we knew it would be a tough game, and I think we did really well. Like Marta said, we scored 3 goals in the first half, and we kept a clean sheet today as well. So that's a perfect win for us, and we're really happy with it.
No goals for you personally today, but a hat-trick of assists. That's not a bad afternoon's work.
No, indeed, I'm really happy with it as well. And yeah, like I said, I always try to contribute in goals or assists and help the team going forward. And yeah, today it went my way, and yeah, I'm just really happy that we won and that we can go forward from this.
Martin, does that statistic about Leo underline what he's brought to the team in the last couple of months?
Yeah, I think he's brought some amazing things to the team. You know, I love to play with him. He's always there to link up. You know, he always looks for the combinations, and yeah, when he's in the box, he's good to find the right pass, like he did today, and like he's done in the other games as well. So yeah, really happy to have him on the team.
I think we can call it a typical Odegaard finish, can't we, for that third goal? Lovely finish. Did that feel like it set the seal on things at the time?
Yeah, it was a good ball from Leo again, and yeah, just over the head of the defender, and then kept the composure there and put it in the corners. Was a good one.
How big a boost was it for the players to see Gabriel Jesus back on a pitch again after all this time?
I think it's a massive boost. He's been out for a while now, and we know what he's going to give to the team again, and yeah, we're all excited to have him back, so very, very happy for him and for the team.
Leo, 5 points clear, 11 games to go. How does that sound?
How does that sound? Yeah, same as last week. Yeah, it's 11 finals for us. We take game by game. Like I said, we have done really well last week to come back from a difficult position. Today we did it different, and it's all about also keeping clean sheets as well, I think. Today we did a great game, but if you keep the 0, you only need to score 1. Today it was 3, but yeah, we're really happy with it. And like I said, we take game by game and moving forward.
Still a way to go, Martin, but what sense do the players have that you really are entering the business end of the season now?
No, it's the same focus, you know. We've started the whole season, we take it game by game. We focus on the next game, the next training session, and that's all. Nothing's changed because we come to the end of the season, so we're just going to do the same things, keep working hard, and then we'll see where it takes us.
Well, great result today. Leo, for your hat-trick of assists, you are the player of the match. Martin, would you do the honours for us, please? Well done, guys.
Thank you.
All smiles all round from those two, and it seems as though Martin Odegaard and Ian Wright are singing off the same thing there. Yeah?
Yeah, he did. Because I think that because it is a young squad, Mikel's got them really focused, and they know you can't look further than the next game. Just win the next game. And because they're playing at a consistent level of what they're doing, you don't have to do much. You just got to keep doing what you're doing.
He was listening to you before the game. Just copied you word for word.
I think that's what's happening. There must
or maybe you know what you're talking about.
Whichever one you want. But as long as they win, whichever one it is.
Well, it was man of the match for Leandro Trossard, who had an excellent performance today. Would you say that's the best you've seen him in an Arsenal shirt?
Well, to be honest, since he's come to Jules, he's contributed right from the off. You know, his first game, but this was a second goal, and again, you know, with Tete, he's done pretty well this season up to this point. You know, he's playing very well, but like they just couldn't get near him in his movement, whether he came in from the left, whether he came from the centre. his touch. You know, Xhaka should have done a lot better with that. Should have been a goal. But like he's somebody again, like he can get himself in this position and not panic, calm. Unfortunate not to hit the target with that one. But like, you know, when you consider the signings we were trying to make and we ended up getting someone like Trossard, it's a blessing because, like I say, he's come into the team and he's hit the ground running.
Is it impressive how seamlessly he's fit in so quickly?
Well, I suppose when you get a player of that calibre who's a very, very good player, you come in and he's just, the reason why he's hit the ground running is because he's up to speed with the Premier League. He's played at most of the guys, he's played against the players. He knows exactly what is needed from him. And so to get a signing like that who can come in and is just up to speed, it's invaluable to us. And so he's showing that since he's been there from the first game to now, he's been an unbelievable addition to this squad.
There were 3 goals for Arsenal today and Leandro Trossard got all 3 assists.
Yep.
We're going to take a look at the first goal because you thought that it could have possibly been ruled out
it
for a foul on the
wouldn't have
keeper.
surprised me because Ben White's actually blocking the goalkeeper, and by the time he actually unblocks him, it's too late for the keeper to make a decision whether he's going to come or not. See, the ball's already in the air, it's practically in the 6-yard box. He might not have come for it, he may have, but that option was taken away from him because of the blocking there. It's a good ball in, it's a good header, but he is blocking him right up till the very last second, Ben White, so it wouldn't have surprised me. Having said that, that wouldn't have changed anything today because Arsenal were much better than them.
Does he have a point, Ian?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I think it's because they know Bernd Leno. They probably trained with him a lot and know what he's about in respect of coming for crosses. I always thought that he's pretty weak with crosses, and even getting blocked in by Ben White, who's not actually really physically holding him. He's just kind of in the way. He could just move him out the way, but you see him like move him out the way. He should have done that ages before. He should not have let him get in front, because if he does that, the referee would see that there's interference and he probably would have maybe given a foul. We've seen how easy they do give fouls against goalkeepers, but I think that with Bernd Leno, that's his main weakness. He doesn't want to come into that area. I think Ben White kind of used his experience in that respect.
Well, the win and going back 5 points clear at the top of the table wasn't the only positive for Arsenal today. Gabriel Jesus returns to the pitch for Arsenal. His first appearance since he picked up that injury in the World Cup. Righty, delighted to see him back. What about the timing as well?
Yeah, I was, Jules, and I was hoping that he could have just stayed on his feet a bit. Like, I'm with Al there. When this is coming across to his left foot, there's so much goal over there. Once he plays it now, bam, just put it round there. The goalkeeper's trying to make his angle. You can see it there, just come onto it with your left foot and curl it into that corner. I thought that he would have done that. We're all desperate for him to score as Arsenal people, because it does make a massive difference when you've been on when you've been on the treatment table for that long. You come off the bench, you score a goal. It just gives you that feeling again. You know, I was hoping that he could have got that.
Almost the perfect return.
Nearly. The result was perfect. Him getting on for 15 minutes or so was perfect. And you can imagine what it would have done to him, all that hard work in the gym on your own, looking at all the players going out every day to training, and all that hard work would have been all worthwhile. I know he'll be feeling good because he's back on the football pitch and the atmosphere, and you get that great feeling again, but it would have been perfect if he had saw the ball hit the back of the net. Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you who must be feeling good. The Arsenal manager, the great Mikel Arteta, as I've been told to call him from Righty now. Let's hear from him now.
Mikel.
He did yesterday, it was.
What pleased you the most about the performance from Arsenal today, then?
Well, like we say, it's you know, you're not looking for performances that's like blasting teams off the pitch like they did today, but you just want to see that everybody's still doing the same thing in respects of how they want to play out from the back, people making movement, being available for the passes, and then when they do getting the opportunities, they're really punishing teams. So the main thing for Arsenal, I believe, right now is to carry on doing what they're doing. Don't change anything. Everybody's coming in, they're fitting into what you're doing, because it's working up to this point.
Fulham, obviously without Polinia today, still suspended. No Willian either because of a minor back injury. So they weren't at their strongest, but were you disappointed with them today?
Yeah, they were really poor. They didn't really show up today. As soon as that first goal went in, you think, OK, what have you got? And they didn't offer anything, to be honest. I know Arsenal were brilliant and they were at it and they closed them down, didn't let Fulham play at all. But I was expecting more from Fulham with what they're doing this season, the form that they're in, the confidence, particularly at home. No, as you said, no Willian, no Polinia. Having said all that, they were poor. They didn't even give themselves a chance to play themselves into the game.
OK, well, the first 3 matches of the day are done and dusted. This is how the results look. And, of course, it was that 3-0 victory for Arsenal at Craven Cottage, their 5th victory in a row to the visitors there at Fulham. And for Manchester United against Southampton, it ended a goalless draw, but Manchester United had to play with 10 men on the pitch after Casemiro was sent off around the 30-minute mark. He got a straight red card. That means he's going to miss 4 domestic games for Manchester United, and he's been such a key player for them. Southampton take a really good away point at Old Trafford, but they still remain bottom of the table. And the game at the London Stadium also just finishing up as well. West Ham won, Aston Villa won. Ollie Watkins opening the scoring before a Ben Rama penalty for the equaliser for the Hammers. So taking a look at the table, it means Southampton do still stay bottom on 22 points. West Ham have got themselves out of the bottom 3, but only on goal difference. Bournemouth's victory against Liverpool yesterday took them out of the bottom 3. They've dropped back in it because of that worse goal difference to West Ham. And Aston Villa stay in 11th place. At the top of the table, Fulham, 8th place in the table on 39 points, equal with Brighton, both chasing a European place. Newcastle are about to get underway at 4:30 UK time. They're in 6th. And Manchester United remain 3rd on 50 points. They're 11 points behind their rivals Manchester City. And look at that for Arsenal. They stay top of the table. They've extended their lead back to 5 points at the top. And we're going to continue talking about these games and also building up to the next.
An afternoon's work is this?
I'm really happy with the performance, obviously winning 3-0 away from home, keeping the clean sheet, and with the chances and the goals that we scored, I think, big compliment to the team because we deserve to win. We played really well.
We'll come to the clean sheet in a moment, but those 2 goals in the first 25 minutes really set the tone, didn't they? No more than you deserved.
Yes, and we got a goal disallowed, and psychologically you have to overcome that. But we kept trying, we kept playing, we find the right spaces against a really well-organised team, and overall, really happy.
Saliba was on target for you in the week in Europe. Today, the other centre-half gets a goal. How much of a boost is that?
Great. I think the way we are distributing the goals is really important in the team. Today, Leo contributed with 3 assists, and he could have scored 2 at least as well. So it's good that everybody is willing, has got the capacity to arrive in the final thirds and create or score goals.
It's been a great day for Arsenal, a 5-star performance, 5 victories in a row in the Premier League, 5 points clear at the top of the table after beating Fulham by 3-0. Right after the break,